Hello friends, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today is a small 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom family home. It is not a starter house because it's with all of the furniture and everything in it. It's a little bit too expensive to be considered a starter house. But it is base game, meaning there are no packs of any kind, and there is no custom content whatsoever. So the style, the sort of feeling that I kind of had for this build was maybe, I don't know, like late 90s, early 2000s aesthetic with like the architecture and the color choices and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very late 90s, early 2000s. As you'll see in a second, there is a very traditional wooden kitchen, but then a very decidedly mid-century modern living room aesthetic. So it's also kind of a little eclectic, if you will, which is the vibe I get from houses that were built in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they're little family houses, like 20 some years on now, they have kind of developed a little bit of an eclectic style. I don't know how else to describe it. I think it turned out really nice. There are simple ways if you don't love the 90s, early 2000s aesthetic. There are very easy, simple little ways you can update it to make it a little bit more modern. You could change the color of the kitchen cabinets. You could change the siding color. You could change the sort of what do they call it? Like the not theme color, but like the color choices for decorating inside. It's predominantly green. That's what I ended up choosing. I don't know why. I just green happened and I rolled with it. I think that's a sign that maybe my creativity is coming back because I did not seek out the green. Anybody who knows me knows that I actually kind of hate the color green, or most versions of green. I really don't like. There are a couple that I find really, really super pretty. But most greens, like this green, I would not want to decorate my house or anything in this green. In small doses, this green is okay, like on a t-shirt or whatever. But to decorate my whole house in this color of green that this siding is, no thank you. Um, so anybody who knows me knows that I am not a fan of green, but for whatever reason, this was just screaming green to me. And so I ran with it, and then I decorated the inside predominantly in like a green color based aesthetic, if you will. Excuse me, I just drank like a whole ton of coffee, and coffee does not agree well with my stomach. Anyways, I'm not gonna cut that out either because this is like the 23rd time I think that I've recorded this. You're getting what you get this time, and that's all there is to it. But yeah, I think the fact that I didn't have to force myself through this build, and it's green and I don't like green, and I was able to get through this build really, really quickly actually, is a sign that maybe my creativity is starting to come back a little bit. But yeah, it's a no custom content base game, meaning no packs, build again for kind of in preparation, I guess you will, of the Sims 4 base game being released for free on October 18th. Speaking of October 18th, I know originally I said that I was going to live stream my live reaction to the Maxis live stream. That wasn't a mouthful at all. On YouTube. The Besides the technical difficulties that I've always had trying to live stream on YouTube, I have always had and gotten viewers faster and easier on Twitch. I'm the only thing that stops me from really loving Twitch is that I'm terrified of it. There have been all sorts of bad things that have happened over the years on Twitch, which you just don't hear about with YouTube live streaming. I know at one point, if you got bot rated, people were saying that Twitch was deleting the streamers' accounts. They were punishing the person who was doing the live streaming because someone else came in and rated them with thousands of bots. And I was fine with Twitch up until that happened to me. I was live streaming one day, I think it was early in the pandemic, back when I was live streaming for YouTube content. So basically, what I would do is live stream on Twitch, and then I would edit those videos down to make YouTube videos out of them. But I was bot rated. I had barely 10 followers. I was a nobody on Twitch. Heck, I'm still a nobody on Twitch. But I was bot rated. And when I looked it up, I'm like, okay, Twitch is just gonna delete all of these bot followers and stuff. This is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. But then when I looked it up, all of these people were complaining that they'd gotten their accounts terminated because someone else put their channel in to be bot rated, and Twitch was punishing them for it. Now, I never got punished by Twitch, so I think that they changed their policy at some point, maybe. And I have been hearing things that they have been slowly sort of trying to implement and stuff to protect live streamers from things like hate raids and stuff like that. It's still kind of scary though. Twitch is kind of a scary place, which is why I always wanted to try to switch over to YouTube, but YouTube has zero discoverability, and it's sort of a little bit more complicated to go live on YouTube and then to get into that sort of live stream from the live streamers sort of perspective, if you will. I don't know what else to call it. To basically to watch the chat and stuff. My biggest problem is just that I need a second monitor. I could do whatever I wanted anywhere I wanted if I had a second monitor, but I don't. So it makes things a lot more complicated. I have to use my phone or my tablet to watch the chat, and that makes it a lot harder to pull off with YouTube than it does with Twitch. Twitch is set up to be done that way. You don't have to have a second monitor, but YouTube is not. And so, yeah, it just makes it more complicated. But because I have everything set up for Twitch, and I know if you've been watching this channel a while, you've already heard me go through all of this stuff before in the past. But I'm thinking about just doing that live stream on the 18th on Twitch because everything is all set up already and it's a lot less complicated than setting up YouTube. And because Twitch, I feel like they really are trying. Like, without the live streamers, there is no Twitch. So I don't think they're purposely out there trying to hurt live streamers. I think that they just don't always make the best decisions under the circumstances because they're not the ones who are actually doing the live streaming, and they need to listen to their streamers more about certain types of things like hate raids and stuff. But I don't think they're doing it on purpose to hurt people. So, I don't know. I guess for now, unless a bunch of people leave comments that they would much, much prefer me to switch to YouTube, and they would be much more willing to watch me if I switch to YouTube. I guess for now, I'm just gonna stick it out with Twitch and see what happens with that. So I just kind of wanted to give that little update. If you plan on watching my live stream live on the 18th, it's probably gonna be on Twitch rather than on YouTube. So yeah, and what that basically is just gonna be is they are talking about the fact that the Sims 4 base game is gonna be free. They're gonna be talking about the future of the Sims and the Sims 4 and everything. For a long time, I really believed, based on the things that they were doing, that the Sims 4 was coming to an end. And then when they announced this live stream on the 18th that they're going to be doing on October 18th, the way I read that announcement, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe just because with the last, 3 games, just because they did it that way doesn't mean they're always going to continue doing it that way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe The Sims 4 is here for the long haul this time. You know what I mean? And but then a bunch of people on Twitter started posting, well, no, this reads more like they're gonna introduce The Sims 5, or at least, tell us that they're working on The Sims 5. And then some game insider guy went on a podcast and he's like, I have insider information that the Maxis EA is going to announce that they're working on The Sims 5 during this live stream on the 18th that they're going to be doing. So then everybody's like, well, maybe they are coming out with The Sims 5 soon, soon being relative in the next few years or so, but they're going to announce it now. And so I became reconvinced that I was right in the first place, and that they are going to be announcing that they are working on, not that it's ready, not that it's going to be released, but that they are working on The Sims 5 within the next year. And then, other people started reanalyzing, and it's just like nobody knows. Honestly, nobody knows. I think the live stream on the 18th is going to end up either being extremely disappointing or extremely exciting. And which way you view that depends on what you want to happen to the future of this franchise. So if you don't want there to be a Sims 5 and they announce a Sims 5, that's going to be hugely disappointing to you. But if you're looking forward to there being a new installment of the game, that's going to be hugely exciting to you. Whereas if they don't announce The Sims 5 and they're just announcing major, massive updates to The Sims 4, and they're going to continue to carry The Sims 4 into the distant, although they never say distant future, they just say foreseeable future. That could mean anything from 2 to 10 years, let's be honest. They are very much choosing their words carefully here. They know they're messing with us. But anyways, if you want, yeah, I totally lost my train of thought, but you get what I'm saying. I think that the live stream is going to be either extremely disappointing or extremely exciting, depending on what you want to have happen and what is actually announced by Maxis EA. So yeah, I'm very interested, and I can't wait for that live stream to see what happens, which is why I really want to live stream my reaction to it. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this speed build, don't forget to like and subscribe. All the support is appreciated. By liking and subscribing, you help get my channel out to more viewers. Also, if you could leave me a comment about any and all of the things that I mentioned in this video, that also helps the algorithm decide that my videos should be shown to more people. Another quick thing I would like to ask about is shorts. Do people enjoy watching my room build, not whole house build, but just individual room build shorts? If you enjoy watching those, I will continue to do those. If you do not, then I might still throw one in here and there every once in a while, but it will not be my main focus. Let me know in the comments. All support is appreciated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.